There's just something about driving under that arch in Williams, Arizona, the gateway to the Grand Canyon. You feel it before you even see the town, like the road's got something to tell you. That big sign stretched across the highways, letter worn just enough to feel real. It's a welcome map for anybody still chasing the spirit of Route 66. Now, I was running a little late, and it wouldn't be the first time. I figured I'd have plenty of time to settle in, grab a bite, and get a good spot, but when I came rolling into town, the show had already started without me. That's how it goes on the Mother Road. Time's a little slippery out there, and you don't always drive the schedule. Sometimes the schedule drives you. The parade was already in motion. The engines rumbling, chrome glinting in the afternoon sun. People lined up on both sides of the street. Now, this is no quiet little warm-up. This was the kickoff to the Williams historic Route 66 car show, and it came with all the sights and sounds you hoped for. Old Chevys and Fords, street rods and cruisers, a few hot rods that looked like they were built more for go than for show, and every last one of them strutting their stuff down the heart of the town. And it wasn't just cars, it was the people. Grandparents, grandkids, locals with lawn chairs, couples who probably met at a car show just like this 50 years ago. Everywhere I looked, there were smiles, cameras flashing, that quiet joy that only comes from watching something real, something that doesn't come out of a screen or on a phone. This was community. This was celebration, celebrating Route 66. And this was Williams, Arizona, a town with deep roots in the blacktop of the history. Williams holds a special place on the Mother Road. Back when the interstate was taken over, town after town faded as the traffic disappeared. But not Williams. Williams was the last town on the entire length of Route 66 to be bypassed by the interstate back in 1984. And even then, they didn't let go. They kept their neon lit, kept the diners open, and they leaned into everything that made Route 66 special. And now, decades later, you can still feel it. Right there on the pavement, in the people, and in the way the cars cruise slow like they're paying their respects. This is just a good time in Williams. Like I said, these cars and these trucks, they are the history of the Mother Road. And there's a few that are newer, like this one you see right here. But you know something, the cool sports cars, everybody enjoys just cruising on Route 66. Now let me show you, check out this old truck here. That's a pretty sweet ride right there. Now listen to this bad boy. See, this is Big Mike, and I'm with Route 66 Road Relics. And do us a favor if you wouldn't mind. Go ahead and like and comment for the video. It really helps us out. The other thing is, you know, why don't you list your favorite car, or if you're in the show, tell us what you had. I will be coming out tomorrow to, this is just kind of like a prelude. I'll be doing a real long version that goes out on Monday, but I'm going to go, there's a lot of cars and trucks here. This is the first day of the show, but Saturday is the really big day. So I just kind of wanted to put this out there so people can kind of just look and see and enjoy the good time. I mean, that's what Route 66 is. You know, it's just showing off America. These old cars, the old trucks, these are a piece of America. Now this, bad news, is awesome. That's really a cool car. That's also a drag right there. I think I'm going to go back and show that just a little bit more here in a second here. Get a little bit different view. There you go. Listen to the sound of that. I think you're going to go ahead and take off here just a little bit. Nice. That's a fun car there. Nice convertible. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I don't know all the cars and trucks. Now this right here is pretty cool. Wild. This is a four-wheel drive monster. They've got, this thing can go over tree, it can go over anything pretty much. They actually do tours in town So look around town, check with. I'm not sure where all they're doing them at, but you can take a tour and go out in the forest on this bad boy. It is that is a 4x4. Those are almost 6 foot tall tires. Right there, at least 5. They're huge, but they're pretty cool. That'd take you anywhere on that truck. And I love this. I like the patina. A little bit of rust, that's what makes them special. You know, it shows the age, the character. And this rat rod pickup right there, I mean, look at that bad boy. Listen to the sound of those. And then here we go. Oh, now here's one of my favorite cars.
Sorry.
You're gonna see this up here. They got a nice Chevy pickup right there. That's a pretty one right there.
You're fine.
But let's go take a look if we. That will try to not get hit by the cops there. They're all patrolling on bikes out there. But let me come up. I'm gonna walk over here and take a special look. There's that Chevy truck. Oh, look at this bad. That paint job is amazing. I love that. This is one classic. I'd almost be scared to drive it, to be honest with you, but that's just awesome looking. That's a sweet car right there. And you know, there's just so many different classics. Now, one thing I wanted to let you know is, hang on, we're going to go ahead and also be cruising down the highway in just a little bit right after the parade. And there's a whole ton of old classic cars and trucks. You'll see a lot of them that weren't in the parade, so I want to just kind of show you some of those so you can take a look. And this is just like all about, look at it, you got kids, moms, dads, grandma, grandpas. I mean, everybody's out here and it's just a good time. It's open, like I said, tomorrow. Well, if you're, that depends on when you're watching this, I guess, but it'll be open on the 7th. And that's the biggest day, and it'll be huge. This whole town goes for almost a mile, and it's just solid cars and trucks. There's one of the rat rods cruising by, and now we're gonna go ahead and start cruising just downtown so you can see everything. And like I said, you'll see a lot of empty spaces because it's late in the day on a Friday. Tomorrow, everything's going to be packed. Hey, buddy. Waving to everybody. Cool. Well, to kind of just kick back, I got a little music playing here. And we're just going to kind of try to show you some of the cars and trucks, since you see a lot of these weren't in the parade. And just kind of give you a little tour of downtown Williams, Arizona. Now, I will say this, is that if you're in Phoenix or any place like that, come on upward. They're about 7,000 foot elevation. Beautiful out. Weather's going to be fantastic. I mean, look at that. A few clouds in the sky. You can get out of the heat of the Phoenix or LA or wherever you're at and come on up and check it out. They have this usually early June every year. We're a little stop and go traffic, so you're going to have to excuse us a little bit here. Kind of just a part of the driving down the show. It's like a shark truck right there.
It's road trip time!